today. From Levi State.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 5 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at... guy definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 61 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's a 2nd down and 4.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Byron Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And here's Matt Araiza now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll set up to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Straight ahead at Stevenson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 18 more yards there and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. You know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Stevenson will score. Touchdown, L.A. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to Push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. He'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So after 3 drives
and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
It got his man, complete.
Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we reach halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Wide open receiver complete.
Oh, and he's going to take this right to the line to gain, awfully close, but they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works. All the same, 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open. open for a minute, but that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hands it off out of the gun. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Short throw, it's Higbee. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shedding through the defense. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Back to throw now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch. The football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hand. Trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Completes this again to Shepard. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
17.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 2nd and 1. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is down to 24. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week.
17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they got to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sterling Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receiver. Coach and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy... missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
He'll try again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not. Hang on, it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air. And
it got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
Good footwork at the 30. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. On the handoff, Stevenson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 4.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking 2nd half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss, because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now back to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
They'll set up to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The football going back to the Rams now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Checking this down to Stevenson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the 49ers have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team.